fire signs. It's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a daily reading for you. Whoops. All right. So let's see. We're going to start off with some energy oracle cards here and some Lenormand cards, and we might see a consistent story throughout, or we might see 3 different stories. Okay, so this is for fire signs: Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. All right, let's see. Hope you're having a good Friday. It's finally sunny here. It hasn't been sunny here all week. And we're supposed to get snow next week. I can't believe it. All right, so let's see what we have here for you. So first off, we have, all right, so fire signs, we have the Rider. So this card actually has a couple of meanings here. This is about communication, or about somebody has something to say to you. You might have something to say to somebody else. There's a message here, an important message. It does have other meanings as well, but we're going to start with that and see where it goes. And then we have journey. Okay, so I feel like somebody wants to communicate about a relationship or about a connection or something that happened between you and a person in your life. Okay. You know, what I also feel like this is saying is that if you feel like the journey is over, I don't feel like it is. It feels like there's something more here to be said at this point. There's unfinished business here. All right, so that's the first part. All right, we'll expand on that in a minute. We'll see what's going on right here. All right, so we have the anchor. So the anchor is about being anchored emotionally to something or somebody. Okay, so, you know, I feel like this kind of coincides here. Somebody might have a feeling of being tied or, you know, pulled in your direction, anchored to you, anchored to the relationship or the connection in some way. So what do we have here? All right, we have broken heart. So somebody here has a broken heart. Okay, this could be you, this could be your person. Okay, you know, and it doesn't feel over. It just doesn't feel over. Somebody might have said something that was very hurtful, or there was a fight or a breakup here. But it, you know, it feels like it's, you know, it's part of the journey, all right, in some way here. So let's see what we have here. All right, so we have the bear, okay? In this case, it's a polar bear. You know, I feel like you or your person might be feeling very, very protective, maybe protective of a broken heart, protective of yourself. That might have been in some way why this went sideways. Okay, what do we have here? All right, so we have blossoming abundance. So it feels like, again, that's what I'm saying. It feels like something isn't over here. It feels like, you know, something definitely went astray here in some way. Somebody went away, or somebody, you know, put an end to the connection. It feels like it might have been kind of sudden. But this protective energy, I feel like this is the block, okay? Somebody is, it might be you, okay? You might be feeling very protective of yourself, you know, after something went, you know, awry here in this connection. But I feel like your person or you, I feel like, has something to say, okay? There's definitely something that needs to be said here. And it could be to close a chapter, okay? Or it could be to open it back up, all right? But blossoming abundance here, I don't know what that's about yet. All right, so let's see. What is this about? This rider and this journey. Being on a journey. This card can also indicate that somebody might have stepped out somewhere, okay? Just so you know. That could be what caused the broken heart. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like what somebody wants to talk about is an intention, you know, they want to make an offer of a new beginning. A new beginning with the intention to grow it, maybe to grow it this time, okay? Maybe it wasn't possible in the past. Maybe there was somebody else involved in the past that you weren't aware of, or if you were aware of it, you know, maybe somehow that got away, you know, from you, or this person needed to address it. But I feel like the message this person wants to share with you is around a new beginning. What else? What else do they want to talk about? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. You know, they see this pentacle, they see it as an opportunity. And I feel like they've learned something throughout this journey. And I feel like you have too. You know, this connection might have been more important than both of you know. I feel like both of you might have addressed some demons throughout this connection. Let's see what else. Seven of Pentacles. Yep, this person, we've got all pentacles here. This person is about, and I feel like you too. You know, this is about starting something significant, you know, in the physical world. This is about something you can taste, smell, hear, taste, touch, okay? This isn't about something that you're just thinking about or that they are just thinking about. This is something that they want to see, you know, come into fruition. Seven of Pentacles is about what's next for me, what's next for us. This is what this person wants to talk about, okay? You know, what does our journey look like together? How do we grow this? How do we build on what we started? You know, and no matter how it started, you know, it might have started off as a coworker or, you know, a colleague or, you know, a friendship that was developing, and there might have been something else that needed to close up first before this could really grow. All right. But, you know, somebody here feels very anchored emotionally, you know, and somebody did have a broken heart, whether this could have been you, this could have been the other person, it could have been both of you. Both of you might have felt very emotionally bonded to each other, maybe in a way that you really couldn't even explain, or that wasn't even justifiable at the time, okay? So what do we have here? All right, so we have Four of Swords. So I feel like this energy or a broken heart has consumed your thoughts. You know, you might be going over in your head what you could have done differently, what you could have said differently, what the other person said. You might be going over a scenario over and over again, you know, that maybe you don't feel good about. Maybe it was something that you regret, or they regret. Okay, I feel like both of you are doing this on some level. You know, it's like it hasn't left your thoughts. It feels like no matter how much time has gone by, neither one of you have forgotten about the other. And I'm not saying a long period of time has passed, but for some that could be the case. All right. Wheel of Fortune. The reason that neither one of you can stop thinking about this is because something here wants to move forward or wants to see the two of you either close this up or move this forward. The wheel has been stuck, okay? The reason the two of you felt your hearts break in this situation was because this was a destined meeting. The two of you were supposed to cross each other's paths, even if it was for a brief period at the time. You both made a huge impact on each other, okay? What else do we have here? All right, the Emperor. So there's Aries, okay? So fire signs, there you are. This could be speaking directly to you, first of all. Somebody here felt like they had to control the situation possibly from going out of hand or getting out of hand in some way. I feel like somebody prevented this from moving forward at the time because it could have caused a lot of chaos. Like, again, something might have needed to be cleaned up before this was possible. And that might have been something that has happened or transpired, or that's something that is happening right now. But, the Emperor says, again, too, that this could be one of you could have held a higher position. If you met at work, one of you could have held a higher position. And that might have been the block that, that's where this bear comes in, protecting a blossoming romance. It just couldn't happen at the time because somebody might have been putting their job at risk, okay? And, again, it could be that, or it could be that there was another relationship in the way in some way, and nobody wants to be in that situation or put themselves in that situation on purpose. So if somebody pulled away so they could clean something up or remove something from their life, I feel like that's what they did. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? All right, so we have another Seven of Wands. So what I feel like was very confusing about this situation was I feel like somebody really made a big deal about maybe not wanting this at the time that this might have gone away or fell apart. Like they might have been denying having, any feelings at all for you, or you might have been doing this to somebody else because you might have been on the verge of, getting caught in a situation that could have put your job in jeopardy, could have put another relationship in jeopardy. This could very easily be a situation where somebody was ghosted, and I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. Sometimes that's that feels like the only tool in the toolbox, even though we know it's not, right? So I feel like somebody might have done that, because there was some blossoming romance or abundance in the connection. Somebody had to protect themselves, okay? And I feel like that might be what could have happened. Yeah, Eight of Swords. They felt they couldn't see beyond their immediate situation. Their immediate situation in some way was at risk, okay? And the only thing that they could do, it's easier to throw on the blindfold and tie themselves up and make it seem as though they can't move, they can't do anything, they're trapped. And they did this to themselves, okay? They were very, again, they denied this connection. I feel like somebody denied this connection and then, kept themselves in this energy of being trapped, maybe because they needed to think about this and figure out, you know, what do I do? What do I do next? This person might have portrayed to you like they didn't have any feelings about this, okay? High Priestess. And it's because, yeah, I feel like this person just dropped off the face of the earth, okay? High Priestess. You might have spoken to them, but they did not, I feel like they didn't do a lot of talking to you at some point. It felt like something was about to blow up. And the High Priestess, you know, she doesn't talk, she listens to her intuition. And, you know, she keeps a lot to herself. And I feel like that's what this person that you're dealing with, it feels like that's what they're doing. They're keeping a lot of the details to themselves. But I feel like they want to talk about this. They want to talk about the situation. I'm curious. I'm a little curious over here, and I'm going to pull a different deck. We're going to clarify this Rider card. We're going to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We're going to clarify the Emperor. And I want to clarify the Polar Bear, or the bear, the protective energy. All right, so the Rider here clarified by Queen of Wands. Okay, so Queen of Wands can be a lot of things, can be a lot of beautiful things, but it can also be, you know, when it clarifies the Rider, you know, there could have been a situation where somebody in this was a mistress. I feel like whoever was the mistress at some point, maybe you didn't know, maybe they didn't know, but I feel like the message is for the past mistress, okay? That's who your person wants to talk to. So you might have been in that role, or it could be reversed. Let's see what's next. We are not doing reversals. We have Knight of Wands. Okay. So you definitely want to be cautious. Okay. Knight of Wands, card of Sagittarius. As far as what's next, this person might not have cleared up what needed to be cleared up completely, but they're feeling, you know, a certain level of passion towards you, or vice versa. You're feeling a certain level of passion towards them, and you haven't cleared something up that needed to go. So just be mindful of that. Aries, definitely want to clarify this for you. Look at, what are you trying to control? Or what is fire sign trying to control? What's next? Or that's what your person is trying to control. What's next? So if they're in such a heavy energy of Seven of Pentacles about what's next, and then we get Knight of Wands, it's because there's still something there. There's still something there that this person wants to protect. And, you know, Queen of Wands, you know, this could be you, you know, fire sign here. It could be that you were the quote unquote mistress in this situation, maybe unbeknownst to you. But I feel like there's still that energy there. So somebody still might be in another relationship, but they still want to explore something with you. And the reason that could be the case, sometimes people, you know, this person may not know exactly what they're completely getting into with you. As much of an attraction as they have for you, they want to at least explore it a little further before they, you know, cap off possibly another relationship. All right? Not necessarily the right way to handle it, more than likely, but, you know, it's human behavior that we're looking at here. So let's see. The Bear clarified by Two of Cups. What is being protected here? This mutual connection. Okay, there's definitely maybe a soul tie or a soulmate connection. You know, this is also saying that the connection was fairly new when it fell apart, because I do feel like it fell apart at some point. It was blossoming at the time, and somebody had to come in, cut it off, protect themselves, maybe completely almost gaslight you to the point making you feel like, you know, you're crazy for ever having or thinking that we had a connection in the first place. I feel like this person is a little bit risky going forward, okay? I do feel like there are definitely mutual feelings here. I feel like this person was hurt as well, and they are emotionally tied to this. But that doesn't mean that they have done what they needed to do to clear something up, okay? So just be very, very mindful of that, all right? So this might be a situation that you find yourself in. This might be something that you're heavily thinking about. This might be something that happened a while ago and something triggered you to start thinking about this. Whatever it is, it's in the fire signs energy right now, and we got a lot of fire energy in here. But this is about ultimately protecting the mutual connection that the two of you had. So I feel like that's the ultimate motivation. Protecting the connection. You might have felt like this person was protecting themselves, but I feel like they were actually protecting the connection. All right? All right, fire signs. That is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper personal reading, reach out. I'm always here. If not, no worries. And yeah, you can look for another daily reading tomorrow as well for the weekend. All right? Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next time. Much love.